Assalamu alaikum, precious people. Welcome back to our channel where we bring you the best Islamic stories that will make you reflect on your life and help you become a better Muslim. Today's story is about a woman who found her self-worth through hijab. The hijab is more than just a piece of clothing. It's a symbol of faith, modesty, and identity. And for one woman in particular, it was the key to unlocking her self-worth and confidence. But before we begin, please don't forget to subscribe so you never miss out on our amazing stories. Our story begins with a young woman named Sarah. She was a beautiful girl with long flowing hair and captivating eyes. She was known for her intelligence and wit and was loved by everyone around her. However, despite all the compliments she received, Sarah struggled with feelings of insecurity and low self-esteem. She had always felt different from other girls her age, and she could understand why she didn't feel the same way they. One day, while browsing through social media, Sarah stumbled upon a video of a hijabi woman confidently reciting the Quran. Something about the woman's poise and demeanor caught Sarah's attention and sparked her curiosity about the hijab. At that time, Sarah had never really given much thought to wearing the hijab. It wasn't something she had ever considered before. But after seeing this video, she began to wonder what it would be like to cover her hair. Determined to learn more, Sarah reached out to the hijabi woman in the video and asked her about her experience wearing the hijab. The woman was more than happy to share her story with Sarah and told her about how the hijab had become a source of strength and empowerment for her. She also explained the importance of covering up not only as a religious duty, but also as a way to cultivate modesty and self. As Sarah listened to the hijabi woman's story, she felt a sense of connection and belonging that she had never experienced before. For the first time, she saw the hijab, not as a restriction, but as a symbol of identity and faith. And when she looked at herself in the mirror, she saw not just a pretty face, but a potential Muslimah who could make a difference in the world. With newfound determination, Sarah decided to try on the hijab. As she placed the scarf on her head, she felt a sense of peace and serenity wash over her. It was as if the hijab had been a part of her all along. From that moment on, Sarah knew that she would never go back to her old life without the hijab. As weeks turned into months, Sarah's confidence grew with each passing day. She started taking part in Islamic activities and volunteering at the mosque. She also began to dress in a way that reflected her newfound faith, choosing loose and comfortable clothing that covered her body while still allowing her to move freely. One day, Sarah decided to post a picture of herself in hijab on social media. She was nervous about how people would react, but she was also excited to share her journey with her friends and family. To her surprise, the response was overwhelmingly positive. Her friends and followers praised her beauty and confidence, and many of them even asked her to help them start their own hijab journey. Sarah's transformation didn't go unnoticed. People in her community began to take notice of her newfound confidence and the positive impact her hijab had made in her life. She became a role model for other Muslim women, showing them that it was possible to be both fashionable and religious. However, not everyone was as accepting. Some people, particularly those who didn't understand the significance of the hijab, made fun of Sarah and called her names. They tried to convince her to take off her hijab and go back to her old life, but Sarah refused. She knew that the hijab was an important part of her identity, and she was ungoing to let anyone take that away from her. Despite the negativity, Sarah continued to live her life with confidence and grace. She became an active member of her community, participating in charity events and spreading awareness about Islam. She also started a blog to share her experiences and advice for other Muslim women who were interested in wearing it. Years went by, and Sarah's confidence and self-esteem continued to grow. She had found her purpose in life and was living it to the fullest. She knew that her hijab was not just a piece of clothing, but a symbol of her faith, modesty, and identity. It was a reminder of the values she held dear and the principles she wanted to live by. One day, Sarah decided to share her story with the world. She gave a talk at a local school about her journey to Islam and the impact her hijab had made in her life. Her talk was inspiring and informative, and she answered questions from the audience with honesty and grace. After the talk, Sarah was approached by a woman who introduced herself as a reporter from a local newspaper. The reporter was impressed by Sarah's story and asked if she would be willing to give an interview. Sarah agreed, and the next day her story was published in the newspaper. The article highlighted Sarah's journey to Islam, her experiences wearing a hijab, and the positive impact it had made in her life. The response was overwhelming. People from all walks of life reached out to Sarah, thanking her for sharing her story and asking for advice. Sarah's story became a beacon of hope for Muslim women who were struggling with their identity or facing discrimination because of their hijab. She showed them that it was possible to live a fulfilling life while staying true to their beliefs. As Sarah looked back on her journey, she couldn't help but smile. She had come a long way since that fateful day when she first tried on the hijab. Now she was a confident, self-assured woman who was proud of her faith and identity. She knew that the hijab had played a major role in her transformation, not only because it had helped her to connect with her religion, but also because it had given her a sense of purpose and belonging. It had taught her that true beauty came from within, and that confidence and self-esteem were the most important qualities a person could have. In the years that followed, Sarah continued to inspire others with her story. She traveled around the country giving talks and interviews, and she even started a foundation to help Muslim women in need. Through her work, she was able to make a positive impact on the lives of countless people, and she knew that her hijab had played a part in that. It had shown her that it was possible to be both fashionable and religious. And she had proved to the world that Muslim women were not defined by their clothing, but by their intelligence, creativity, and kindness. And so, the story of Sarah serves as an inspiration to us all. It reminds us that true beauty comes from within, and that confidence and self-esteem are the most important qualities a person can have. It also shows us that the hijab is not just a piece of clothing, but a symbol of faith, modesty, and identity. And finally, it teaches us that we should never let anyone take away our sense of self-worth, and that we should always strive to be the best version of ourselves. Now over to you. What do you think of Sarah's story? How has hijab impacted your life? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to hit the like button and share this video with your friends and family. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.